right. So welcome to the Giver Gain Show. So Richie, tell me a little bit about why you got into the business.
Yeah, so I was active duty military. I was active duty Navy for 10 years. And
Mm.
I knew I was going to get out at the 10-year mark. So uh in 2018, at my 9-year mark, I decided to get licensed. And the reason I got licensed wasn't to become a realtor. It was because I was very interested in the investment side of things. So I figured if I get my real estate license, I can understand the insides of a transaction and kind of behind the scenes. So that was my logic behind getting my license. And so I got my license, and my CrossFit coach at the time and friend, he had also been licensed for about a year. And so I saw him, and he was also a military veteran. And I saw him kind of doing well on social media. I was like, hey, man, I want to see what you do. What is this being a realtor thing about?
Mhm.
I only got my license, because I want to become an investor. So I saw what he did. I was like, oh, I can do this. I've done sales my entire life, for the most part, before the military. And so I liked it. It was just what I did regardless. It was connecting people. It was connecting with people, and helping people, and just learning a bunch. So I got my license in 2018, part-time, sold a couple homes, bought 4 homes while I was still an instructor for the Navy at the schoolhouse,
Uh-huh.
and decided to get out the Navy in 2019.
Mm.
And that was my first full year real estate full time as a licensed real estate agent. And as a solo agent, sold about 22 homes. So I worked really hard. But the cool thing was that at the end of the year, I was able to look at my 1099, my statement of income, and I replaced my full-time income with the Navy. I was like, you know what? I could do this. I could
Yeah.
actually like make a decent living doing this while also pursuing the investment side of things.
Mhm.
And 2020 came along, and my pipeline was so full that I was like, okay, I need to build a team. I need leverage. I'm only one person. So I need to figure out how to build leverage into my business. And that's when I picked up the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, the Red Book
Oh.
by Gary Keller.
Mhm.
And, I think I read 60 books in 2 years, my first 2 years in real estate. And I just became obsessed with, self-help books,
Yeah.
business, real estate, going to training sessions, things like that. So 2020, I built my team. Started with an admin, a buyer's agent, a showing agent, kind of grew from there. And since 2020, we've sold over 350 plus homes, over $100 million in volume, and we're still going. I have
That's
partnerships and,
amazing.
yeah, some stuff going on. So it's been an amazing journey, unexpected. I did not realize that it would turn into this, but
Sure.
I'm grateful.
Some agents listening that are getting in the business, they may feel like they don't even know where their first deal or second deal or third deal is going to come from. So what had that flow come in? I mean, what were you doing? Were you reaching out to people? Obviously reaching out to people, but what specifically were you doing to generate that type of volume so quickly?
Yeah, I was just I became a walking billboard. Someone told me early in my career, don't be a secret agent, right? So, as a part-time agent and an instructor at the schoolhouse, I was telling all the staff members, my colleagues, like, hey, I'm a licensed real estate agent. If you need any advice or guidance or anything at all, let me know. I was just letting everyone know what I did, part-time. And sure enough, because I built a reputation of, being a trustworthy person, a few of them came up to me and they were like, yeah, I need your help with real estate. And I was brand new. I was like, okay, let's do it. I had no idea what I was doing. I had great mentors and people that helped me. But the fact that they trust me and they worked with me and they see me in action, was enough for them to choose me as a realtor. So it was just, don't be a secret agent. It was, let everyone know around you what you do, be excited about it.
Mhm.
Don't shy away from the fact that you're new, right? Everybody knew I was new, but what
Yeah.
they knew also is that I was an executor and I was going to get the job done and find the answers, right? So I wasn't afraid to say, hey, I don't have the answer, but I will get the answer. And that's how it started.
That is the perfect example of know you, like you, trust you, because people knew you and they already trusted you. So it really didn't matter what you were doing. They knew that whatever you were doing, they could trust you with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's basic. That's the bottom line. It's a relationship
Yeah.
business. So,
Yeah, that is such an underrated thing. I don't think people understand how valuable it is to just be a trustworthy person. And
Yeah.
when people around you know, because of your character, that you can be trusted, you don't have to be a veteran in the business to be trusted. Your intention is to do the right thing every day. You're going to do the right thing, and when people trust you, your business was built on your trustworthiness.
Yeah, absolutely.